Welcome to our video on distributive law, those lazy or clever mathematicians. Before we start, let's talk about notation. Notation is just a method of note-taking. The notation element is why I tend to call mathematicians a little bit lazy. For example, when we have the coefficient and the variable, in this case the 3 is the coefficient, the x is the variable, we know that there is an implied multiplication between the two. But mathematicians were a little bit lazy and decided to leave the multiplication sign out. So when you hear me say, remember those lazy mathematicians, you know that I'm referring to things that they've left out. But we know we need to put back in to show we understand that between the coefficient and the x there is a multiplication operation going on. This leads us into distributive law. Simply put, distributive law means that we multiply what is inside the brackets with what is outside. Again, those brackets are implied multiplication. So to repeat, distributive law is that you multiply out the brackets. Keep it simple, students. As the distributive law is simply multiplying out the brackets, we need to consider other elements, other maths concepts. In this instance here, when we have different operations, for example, a positive and a negative. Now, when I say positive and negative or plus and minus, I'm going to use those together, although later on you will learn that the impact is on the operation and not the direct number. But if we don't understand that at the moment, don't worry. So for now, you may hear me say plus or positive, negative or subtraction. So here we have another mnemonic. You know I love my mnemonics. Here's an easy way to remember when we come across those negative and positive signs. If your signs don't agree, that means they're different. Policeman Al says, if you don't agree, that's a negative. I'll take you away. If you just remember that part of our mnemonic, you'll remember that anything that agrees is a positive or an addition. We'll go into that a little bit more as we go through questions, so hopefully you'll understand a little bit better. Pause the video now and write down these 8 questions. How many of them can you already do? If you don't believe you can do any at this point, that's fine. Just write them down, and as we go through this little clip, you can pause, give them a go, and then check your understanding as you go. Don't leave it till the end to attempt them. Try as we go. How did you go? Did you find that all you could do was write down the questions? If that's so, that's fine, because what we are going to do as we go through this video is pause every now and again so that you can give a question a go. Remember, you can pause this video at any time to check to see your understanding. Challenge yourself. Give it a go first, pause it, then check the answers. Always follow the same steps, the same setting out. Now, my setting out may be different to what your teacher does, so always follow what your teacher asks you to do. So let's give question 1 a go. As you can see, I've put a Q to the side, A, B, C, D, E down my page. That's how I'm going to set the problem out. So the first question, question 1, is 5 in brackets t plus 2 close brackets. Remembering that distributive law is multiplying out the brackets, so we want to expand these expressions. So we're going to start, and the arrow is showing us 5 times t. So on our next line, for step A, we're going to have equals. We're going to place brackets, 5, that's for the 5 times t, 5 times t, close brackets. We place an addition sign, and then we start the next bracket. This one, for the second arrow, it's 5 times 2. Remember, the brackets mean multiply. So 5 times 2. This leads us to the next step, and in this case, the final step of our problem. So step B equals 5 times t. As we know, as we can remember, those lazy mathematicians remove the multiplication sign. So it becomes 5t plus, well, 5 times 2 equals 10. So the answer for this question is 5t plus 10. How did you go? Question 2. 7 in brackets k take 3, close brackets. So step A, remembering we are multiplying out the brackets, equals, in brackets, 7 times k, close brackets, plus, brackets, 7 times, now this one's a little bit more tricky. Because we have a take 3, we actually connect that operation to the number 3, and it becomes negative 3 in 7 times negative 3. So just remember that when you have an operation sign in front of that number, you attach that operation sign to that number. That takes us to step B. We have the equal sign. 7 times k becomes 7k. We put the addition sign in, and now we know the result of our 7 times negative 3 is a negative number, negative 21. So on B we have equals 7k plus negative 21. Make sure you write that in properly, because then you can circle the plus negative and remind yourself that if you don't agree, that's a negative. I'll take you away. So then we move into step C. We have the equal sign, 7k, and the plus negative 21 becomes negative 21, or take away 21. And that's the answer to your question. 7k take 21. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through the questions now. A great rule of thumb would be for you to pause the video when you see a new question pop up. That way you can give it a go first, challenge your understanding, and then have a look at the answers afterwards. Don't forget your mnemonics. That policeman's very handy for these questions. Question 3. Negative 8 in brackets m plus 2, close brackets. Step 1 equals brackets negative 8 times m, close brackets, plus brackets negative 8 times 2, close brackets. You're going to need the policeman there, remember? Step 2, or B, equals negative 8m plus negative 16, because we had to ask the policeman. Different signs means it's a negative. Next step, step C, equals negative 8m. We had to ask that policeman again. Take 16. 6 brackets q plus 1, close brackets. Step A equals brackets 6 times q, close brackets, plus brackets 6 times 1, close brackets. And the answer here, step B, is equals 6 times q equals 6q plus 6 times 1 equals 6. Question 5. 6 in brackets r minus 4, close brackets. Step A equals brackets 6 times r, close brackets, plus in brackets 6 times negative 4, close brackets. Step B, and that's our answer, equals 6r minus 24. Question 6. 2 in brackets 8b plus 2, close brackets. Step A equals brackets 2 times 8b, close brackets, plus brackets 2 times 2 close brackets. Step B, the answer, equals 16b plus 4. Question 7. Negative 3 in brackets 2k plus 3 close brackets. Step A equals brackets negative 3 times 2k close brackets plus brackets negative 3 times 3 close brackets. You're going to need the policeman for both of those. Step C. Negative 3 times 2k becomes negative 6k plus negative 3 times 3 becomes negative 9. So that is negative 6k plus negative 9. Hold on a second. Don't we need to ask that policeman again? Step C. Negative 6k take away 9. And last but not least, question 8. 5d in brackets e take 3 close brackets. Step A equals brackets 5d times e close brackets plus in brackets 5d times negative 3 close brackets. Gonna need that policeman again. Step B equals 5de plus negative 15d. Again, we need to ask the policeman before we can do the next step. Step C equals 5de take away 15d. How did you go? Can you remember our policeman mnemonic? If your signs don't agree, if they're different, police person Al says, if you don't agree, that's a negative. I'll take you away. So the opposite of that would be, if they do agree, it's a positive, or you add. I hope you enjoyed this video. Those lazy or clever mathematicians and distributive law. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.